I bet you didn't know the rich and fascinating history of Turkey, a land where East meets West. Turkey, officially the Republic of Turkey, is a country mainly in Anatolia in West Asia, with a smaller part called East Thrace in Southeast Europe. It borders the Black Sea to the north, Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan and Iran to the east, Iraq, Syria and the Mediterranean Sea and Cyprus to the south, and the Aegean Sea, Greece and Bulgaria to the west. The country is home to over 85 million people. Most are ethnic Turks, while ethnic Kurds are the largest ethnic minority. Officially a secular state, it is based on a Muslim majority population. The Turkish land has been inhabited for thousands of years. The Hittites, with their advanced metalworking, forged a powerful empire. The Lydians, credited with inventing coinage, revolutionized trade. Greeks established colonies along the Aegean coast. The Anatolian Peninsula, the heartland of modern Turkey, holds traces of humanity's earliest chapters. Archaeological sites like Göbekli Tepe, with its enigmatic megaliths, rewrite our understanding of prehistory. This site, dating back to the 10th millennium BC, predates even Stonehenge and the pyramids. The fertile plains of Mesopotamia, just south of Anatolia, witnessed the rise of city-states like Sumer and Akkad. From the 17th century BC, the Hittites, a people speaking an Indo-European language, rose to prominence in Anatolia. From their capital at Hattusa, they forged a mighty empire, challenging the power of Egypt and Babylon. The Hittites were renowned for their military prowess, particularly their use of chariots and iron weapons. Iron, a metal superior to bronze, gave the Hittites a technological edge in warfare. The collapse of the Hittite Empire in the late Bronze Age ushered in a period of change and upheaval in Anatolia. The Phrygians, known for their skilled craftsmanship, and their legendary king Midas, established a kingdom in western Anatolia. The Lydians, credited with inventing coinage, revolutionized trade and became renowned for their wealth. The Greeks, expanding their influence across the Aegean Sea, established colonies along the Anatolian coast. As the Roman Empire fractured in the west, a new power rose in the east. Constantine the Great, a Roman emperor who embraced Christianity, established a new capital on the ancient site of Byzantium. This city, renamed Constantinople in his honor, would become the heart of the Byzantine Empire, a beacon of civilization for centuries. Constantinople, strategically located at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, controlled vital trade routes between east and west. Its massive walls, a marvel of engineering, protected the city from countless sieges. The Byzantines, inheriting the administrative prowess of the Romans, built a centralized state with a complex bureaucracy, a sophisticated legal system, and a powerful army. The Byzantine Empire stood as a bulwark against waves of invaders from the east. The Sasanian Persians, the Arab armies of Islam, and later the Seljuk Turks all clashed with the Byzantines, testing the empire's resilience. The Byzantine army, equipped with advanced weaponry like Greek fire, a flammable liquid used to devastating effect against enemy ships, proved a formidable force. Byzantine diplomacy, often involving alliances with neighboring powers and the use of intrigue, played a crucial role in maintaining the empire's survival. The fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Turks in 1453 marked the end of the Byzantine Empire. However, the legacy of Byzantium continued to resonate throughout history. The Ottoman Turks, who admired Byzantine culture and administration, adopted many aspects of the Byzantine system, integrating them into their own empire. The Byzantine Empire, despite its eventual demise, left an indelible mark on the course of history. The story of the Ottoman Empire is one of the most dramatic rises to power in history. From humble beginnings as nomadic Turkish tribesmen in Anatolia they forged a vast empire that straddled 3 continents. The early Ottomans, led by Osman I, established a foothold in northwestern Anatolia in the late 13th century. The Ottomans, through a combination of military skill and opportunistic alliances, expanded their territory at the expense of their neighbours. The Ottomans were renowned for their military effectiveness. The year 1453 marked a turning point in history. Mehmed II, the young and ambitious Ottoman Sultan, set his sights on Constantinople, the last bastion of the Byzantine Empire. The city, strategically located on the Bosporus Strait, had withstood numerous sieges for centuries. Its capture would solidify Ottoman dominance in the region and usher in a new era. Mehmed II, known as the Conqueror, assembled a massive army, equipped with powerful cannons capable of breaching the city's formidable walls. The Byzantines, led by Emperor Constantine XI, fought bravely, their courage fueled by religious fervour and the desire to defend their legacy. Under a succession of powerful sultans, the Ottoman Empire entered a golden age. The 16th century witnessed the reigns of Selim I, known as the Grim, and his son Suleiman I, known as the Magnificent. These sultans expanded the empire's borders deep into Europe, North Africa and the Middle East, establishing Ottoman dominance for centuries. Selim I, a ruthless and ambitious ruler, conquered Egypt, Syria and the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, securing Ottoman control over the pilgrimage routes and establishing the Ottoman Sultan as the Caliph of Islam. Suleiman the Magnificent, a skilled military strategist and a patron of the arts, further expanded the empire's borders. By the late 17th century, the Ottoman Empire began to decline. Once a symbol of power, it faced military defeats and economic stagnation. European powers chipped away at its territories. The age of exploration and the Industrial Revolution shifted power away. The Ottomans tried to modernize but faced resistance. By the 19th century it was dubbed the sick man of Europe. World War I was the final blow to the empire. The Ottoman Empire, after centuries of rule, came to an end in the aftermath of World War I. The empire, allied with the Central Powers, suffered a crushing defeat. Its territories were divided among the victorious Allied powers, leading to the creation of new nation-states in the Middle East. Despite its demise, the legacy of the Ottoman Empire continues to shape the Middle East and beyond. The empire's influence can be seen in the architecture, cuisine, music, and cultural traditions of many countries that were once part of the Ottoman realm. The Ottoman Empire's legacy is a complex one, marked by both achievements and failures. The empire's tolerance of religious diversity, its patronage of the arts and its administrative efficiency left an enduring mark. However, its later decline, its role in the Armenian genocide, and its ultimately unsustainable system of rule continue to be debated by historians. The Ottoman Empire at its height was a bridge between East and West, a centre of trade, culture and learning. Its story is a reminder of the cyclical nature of empires, the rise and fall of great powers, and the enduring legacy of civilizations that leave their mark on history. World War I left the Ottoman Empire in ruins. Defeated and occupied, its once vast territories were up for grabs. This was the era of Mustafa Kemal, a military leader of extraordinary vision and determination who would come to be known as Atatürk, father of the Turks. The Ottoman government, discredited and weakened, signed the Treaty of Lausanne in 1923, formally ending Ottoman rule and recognizing the new Republic of Turkey. Atatürk, rejecting the terms imposed by the victorious Allies, rallied the Turkish people to resist foreign occupation and fight for their independence. The Turkish War of Independence, a desperate struggle against Greek forces and internal factions, tested the resolve of the Turkish people. Atatürk, through his charisma and strategic brilliance, galvanized the nation, leading his forces to victory and securing the borders of the new Turkish Republic. With the war won, Atatürk embarked on an even more ambitious project, the transformation of Turkish society. He envisioned a modern, secular and democratic Turkey, a nation that had broken free from the shackles of its Ottoman past and embraced the principles of the Enlightenment. Atatürk reshaped politics, law, education, culture and dress, abolished the Sultanate and Caliphate, establishing a secular republic, introduced a European-based legal system. Education was a cornerstone of his reforms, launched a literacy campaign and promoted Turkish language, encouraged Western dress, replacing the fez, promoted women's rights, granting them the opportunity and rights to vote, faced resistance, especially from conservatives. Yet he implemented his vision for a modern Turkey. Atatürk's reforms transformed the country into a modern nation-state. His legacy continues to shape Turkish society today, his image ubiquitous on currency, statues and in public spaces. Under Atatürk's leadership, the country adopted a policy of state-led industrialization, aiming to modernize its economy and reduce its dependence on foreign powers. New factories and infrastructure projects were undertaken, transforming the country's economic landscape. In foreign policy, Atatürk pursued a course of neutrality, seeking to avoid entanglement in the conflicts that were brewing in Europe. He forged alliances with neighboring countries, promoting regional stability and cooperation. Atatürk's death in 1938 marked the end of an era. He left behind a legacy of modernization, secularism and national unity. However, the challenges of building a democratic society in a region often characterized by authoritarianism and instability would continue to test the nation in the decades to come. Turkey, in the decades following Atatürk's death, has grappled with the legacy of his reforms and the challenges of balancing its secular identity with its Islamic heritage. The country has experienced periods of political instability, military coups, and economic crises. Despite these challenges, Turkey has emerged as a significant regional power, a key NATO member, and a bridge between different nations. Its economy has grown, its democracy, though imperfect, has endured, and its society has become increasingly diverse and dynamic. Today, the Republic faces new challenges: the Syrian refugee crisis, the rise of religious conservatism, and the threat of terrorism, all testing the country's resilience and its commitment to democratic values. Yet, the spirit of Atatürk, his vision of a modern, democratic and independent Turkey, continues to inspire. The Turkish people, with their long history of resilience and adaptability, continue to navigate the complexities of the 21st century, striving to fulfill the promise of their nation's founder.